All right, welcome in, air signs. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well today. This is your weekly reading. Let's see what's going on with you. A few more slots open for the first flight of the tarot certification. If you want to learn to read tarot from me and be certified on this channel, we are going to be doing some cool stuff with our website and giving you a platform to read for other people. So if you'd like to do that, there's a few slots left. I'll put the link below so you can jump on it. Jump on it. All right, let's see where we're going for air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, all right. Breaking trail. Wandering path. Enjoy the journey. Desert passage. Trust that there's a divine plan. So this kind of thing, like all three of these cards are good indicators that you are leading yourself down a new road. You are blazing a trail for other people. It's not going to be linear and it's not going to be like what you thought. So that's kind of a thing, like, living in this world, we kind of expect things to go a certain way, or we want or hope that they go a certain way. And then when they don't, we think that it means failure, or we think that it means it's not going to happen. But I always get the sense of, even when I'm in the midst of like, oh God, this isn't working, like there's a reason for this. There's a reason that this is going in this direction. And the more you can kind of pull yourself out of this idea of, oh, it's not working, and just put yourself in alignment with what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. If it's a love relationship, I want to attain more commitment, or I want to gain more fun or joy, or whatever you want to do. Put yourself in the alignment with that. So one of two things will then happen. Either that will happen with this person, or that person will fall away so that the person who's meant to be with you can step in. Okay? And we can't be afraid to have that happen. Hi! We can't be afraid to have that happen. All right? That's one of the things. I think air signs are really good at this because we're, especially the mutable air, Gemini, we're much happier when things are in a flow rather than when things are stagnant. Fixed signs prefer more stability, and then cardinal signs prefer more action up front. It's like, I want to get things started, okay? So you guys, Sagittarius is a mutable fire. I'm sorry, we're in air signs. Gemini is mutable air. We have Aquarius is fixed air, and we have Libra is cardinal air. So the cardinal is the starting point. Fixed sign of Aquarius is, Aquarius is fixed, and then Gemini is mutable. So just keep an understanding of that, because not all air signs are alike, and how you might work with this energy that I'm going to show you is going to be likely different depending on your path and depending on that designation of the energy. All right. Well, there's Sagittarius. Some reason I said Sagittarius, and here we go. Here's the Sagittarius card showing up. It is the opposite sign of Gemini, which is where I was starting to go, and then I went off into Sagittarius land because I'm a Sag, and that is showing up underneath. So that is something that's going on. Maybe you don't recognize it. Maybe you don't realize that the universe is shifting things around to get you what you want. And when you're manifesting, always remember my little caveat, which is this or something better. And ask the universe to bring in what you want, this or something better. Okay? Page of Cups, Three of Wands. There's the expectation. There's the ask. King of Cups. Some of you are manifesting a Sag or a water sign. Some of you have a water sign in your life. Let's see where this goes. Three of Pentacles. There's Cancerian energy. The High Priestess. Three of Swords. The Two of Wands. The Six of Pentacles. And the Seven of Wands. So this is some pretty loud energy of only what serves you. So as we get closer to the new moon in Aquarius, I'll talk about this, because that new moon The new moon and the sun and Pluto are going to be conjunct on the day of the new moon, the 21st, the 20th of January. The 22nd of January, we have all planets going direct. So this new moon is super powerful manifesting, okay? And it is in the sign of Aquarius. So it's really a time to manifest the relationships that are going to have wide-reaching, long fingers into your life. So long commitments and long running friendships. This is the time for you to assess them, change them, or dispense with them. Okay. I see something here. There's Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Three of Swords. If there is a third party energy around you, I feel like that's going to be something that is going to bring up to you again for you to make some decisions about. What do I want to create in my life? And remember, if you're in a third party situation, if you're the party that isn't, that's sort of like oh, I didn't know you guys, this was happening. If you're in that position of the triangle, then do you want to continue playing this game or do you want to dispense with it? If you're somebody who is connected with a person outside of your intimate relationship, do I want to continue with this? Is this something that is going to make me happy long term? Or do I want to make a decision about, do I want to make a decision here about doing something that makes me happy long term? No matter what part of that triangle you're in, okay? If you're not part of that, if this is not a love relationship that has a triangle to it, I can also see where you might have triangulated your own energy so that, okay, I say I want to do this and I'm manifesting this, but really in my heart, I want that. That's a third party situation where you're like, hey, I really want to build my business and, help other people and everything. But over here, I'm like, I'm thinking about something else that's more of a priority than either helping people or building a business. And it's dragging my interest away, my manifesting alignment. It's dragging me away from that. So the High Priestess in the middle here is saying to me that you're going to get a real sense of this, of what I'm saying, this week. Okay? The 9th through the 17th or somewhere in there. We don't really get into the new moon energy until the 21st. So this is saying to you, like, is it worth it? Is it worth it to drag your manifestation capability away from that which you most want to create? Some of you, it's about relationships. Because it is an Aquarius, it can be about connecting to resources or connecting to large groups of people that will help you manifest what you want to create, right? Some of you who are opening businesses or bringing in businesses this new year, you might have to connect with a larger group of people. Well, you definitely need to connect with a large group of people if you want that business to go, okay, to be expanding. And later on, I think it's the 26th. So if you make in this new moon, if you are manifesting with that new moon, by the 26th, we have it sextile Jupiter, and Jupiter is about expansion. Anything you really want to create and expand. You could have a very quick manifestation cycle here, manifesting on the new moon on the 21st, and on the 26th, seeing some kind of result from that. Okay? So that's a big thing. Now, I do feel like there is something here about a decision of helping other people versus helping myself. And I think this is where the triangulation thing in my head is saying to you that is it possible for you to reorient your mindset that helping other people is helping you? That it's helping you more than if you just focused on what's going to help me. I'm going to focus on what's going to help other people. And I'm going to also, at the same time, learn to manage my own energy so I don't get drained. That's going to be critical because when we're talking about putting yourself out in the world, shining your light, showing people your talents, your gifts, your capabilities, it's important to learn how to, like, I'm going to use this term. I think it's kind of not the right thing, but like how you learn to pay yourself first, right? How you learn to bring energy back into yourself at the same time you're serving others. We go up here to Six of Pentacles. So we have all these threes. We have this opportunity for relationship, this opportunity for higher alignment with our spiritual gifts. Thank you, Archangel Michael, because you're definitely showing me that it's my choice, right? I'm manifesting. I'm seeing my choice here. And some of you are also going to need to learn to draw boundaries in personal relationships and in your relationship to the greater collective. Learning to draw more effective boundaries is going to help you conserve your own energy so that you have something to give. Okay, so that you have something, because a lot of us, when we step into our gifts, so excited about helping other people, we forget that we do need to help ourselves. We do need to ground ourselves, refurbish our energy, replenish, have downtime, do our prayer, do our meditation, do all of these things that are going to serve other people. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So we've talked about that for a lot of years on this channel. And I feel like some of you are finally learning to draw boundaries. This is if Friday I did a morning message about, for the collective, about the calling of the path of the heart. You're going to see that your connection to your intuition, your connection to heart, is the thing that will feed other people. If you do not have that connection to your intuition, you don't really know when it's fear versus when it's true intuition versus, okay, fear is here to help me too, so how's this all working? If you want to get some answers to that question, I will say to you that this week we are starting the Accelerate Your Ascension program. We're going to answer questions like that. There's a link in description box below. Okay? You can also join Pathfinders. We hash this out every single week as well. So there's links below for both of those things. Drawing boundaries and pulling yourself to a contained space of power so that the light shines brighter. If you have a bunch of holes in your energy, you're not getting it far enough into the universe for other people to really see and come toward you. The holes are diffusing the light. All right. So I see this happening where you finally figure that out. The High Priestess, you are sort of collecting your energy so that you can be more effective in a love relationship, so that you can move your business or move your work forward. And I do see here the Six of Pentacles, you have enough to give to other people. So if you're somebody who is always saying, I never have enough money or I never have enough resources in order to help other people, or this is the answer here. So air signs, you're being asked to learn how to draw boundaries, to also trust that there's a divine plan, especially as it relates to relationships. This is about doing it differently. And as we get toward the 21st of January, you've got another chance, all right, to do it differently. So I'm going to continue on with this reading. I'll pull cards for each of you, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra in the extended. All right, so there you go. So there's a link below for that. For the classes and the mentorship I talked about, there's also links in the description box. All right, see you over there. All right, everybody. Hello, fire signs. How are you? Aries, Leo, Sag. This is a weekly reading for you. Let's see where we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you want to learn more about your birth chart and get an understanding of what the transits mean for you, when we talk about North Node moving around, when we talk about the new moons and the full moons and everything, if you really want to understand what it means for you, I have an ongoing mentorship program. How about that? Mastering your birth chart. So there's a link below if you want to jump on. That starts this week. All right, let's see what is happening for you. And as always, if you want to learn tarot from me and jump on, there's a few spots in the tarot certification program for the first cohort, so you can jump on there. The certification, we're making a little portal on the website so you can deliver readings to other people and make a living doing it. How about that? Wise leader. All those links are in the description box below. Distant thunder. Surrendering to the journey. Release control. Some of you may have an experience where you're going in the direction that you want to go in, and you might come up against some resistance. Okay. Let's see what that's about. Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I just saw the Emperor, who is Aries. If you have a lot of Aries in your chart, let's see. Or strong Aries, meaning the Sun or the Moon or your rising sign. 4 wands underneath. I love this. 10 of cups. Happiness and joy abound. I did see this, so I have to... Oh, look at this. There's the second 10 of cups that I keep shuffling into this deck. Wow. 2 of cups. Knight of wands. The Hermit. That's some Sag energy. Sag, I see Virgo energy here. It's almost like... this isn't just for Sag, but any of you who have had issues with commitment, either you or another person, I feel like the change that's coming this month, particularly we have this new moon happening in an interesting time, the 21st, the 22nd of this month in January, all planets go direct. So anything you have been internally trying to figure out or being unconscious about is going to be a light is going to be shined on it this month, and you'll gain wisdom from it if you don't get triggered by it. If you get triggered by it, then you're kind of getting... Triggers are... It's like your brain, your limbic system is hijacking your critical thinking, okay? So when you get triggered by past events in your childhood or past life, you get triggered, and it goes right into this fight or flight kind of response. So your prefrontal cortex, your executive functioning isn't working. It's unplugged for a second. And I feel like that's what happens when we're in fear, when we're in a lot of fear and we run away from relationships. We're totally getting triggered. And this guy is like, not anymore. You're going to have to really look at, either you have to look at why you're running away, or someone else has to look at why they're running away from you. Okay? Because underneath is all this happiness, and there's like this sense of like, when is this going to happen? When am I going to fully step into my joy? I've been manifesting like a freak. When is this going to work? The Sun showing up, the 2 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. Ooh, I like this. The Queen of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords. Wow, 10 of Swords. Okay, so some of you are seeing that there is no way that a person who keeps running away or is unavailable, I feel like you finally get to the point of like, you know what? I have to move away from this, because if I continue to stay in this, I need to see the wisdom in leaving behind a person who is running away from me. All right. Some of you are running away from relationships, but this feels more to me like there's a person who's been unavailable to you. And I finally feel like you're choosing you. So the Sun and the Queen of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles, there's a choice here. Do I continue to let this go on? Do I continue to sort of be in this space of, well, I don't have any choice, which is nonsense, by the way. I feel like you take good care of you. Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Cups, beautiful energy. So there's this 5 of Swords and 10 of Swords. I feel like there's one more... there's an opportunity here to kind of blast it wide open, and it takes courage. It's going to take some courage here. I love that the Leo card shows up for you fire signs. It's going to take courage for you to choose yourself first. Virgo, more Leo, lots of Sag here. So it's going to take courage. It's possible there's a third party here. Okay. I'm asking what's the choice here? The Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Beautiful. Look at that. So, all right. So the choice here is between staying in a thing that keeps bringing unhappiness or moving away from it. Just completely moving, and it looks like this. So we're like, do you want to stay for another round? Or is the universe saying, hey, listen, why don't you manifest somebody who wants to be in a long-term relationship rather than trying to make it retrofit this person? I feel like this is almost being like freeing yourself from a long-standing, stagnant issue and really choosing you. You choosing you. All right, you choosing you. Now, the cool thing about January, well, one of the cool things about January is that we do have that new moon conjunct. So the moon is conjunct the sun. That's where all new moons are. They're right on top of each other. It's also conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. So this is about relationships. And this is basically saying, am I able to, there's something about, well, since it's Aquarius, there's something about the collective. So this can be, I'm going to do a twin flame reading for the collective. This can be about, we need to get ourselves in a place of high vibration in a love relationship, right? Sun and moon need to be together. The feelings and then the expression of it need to be together. And Pluto is transformational energy. So 21st, we are having this like triple conjunction here. And then by the 26th of January, the moon is activating, is that right? The moon is activating Jupiter, or there is some kind of trining of Jupiter. And Jupiter is Sagittarius's planet. So it is about expansion. It is also about taking a risk. So we have that going on this month. We have this like new moon, as you know, is all manifesting energy. And we're manifesting our true heart's desire. So some of you may see a relationship that was hurting you going away. All right. The choice here is, do I stay in the hurt more or do I just cut my losses? And I feel like some of you have been in this place for a long time, couple of years anyway. And it's time to face up to the music that if I'm going to go in the direction of true love, I have to align with something that is loving. And the thing that isn't loving is this third party situation. I found myself connected to someone who doesn't want to commit or is running away from commitment. I found myself being in a relationship with someone who isn't really committed to me. And I'm constantly trying to figure out what's going on. So we have this Four of Cups underneath, constantly trying to figure out what's going on with this person, which may be why you're watching tarot readings to begin with. And I like this Mercury energy here. There's Gemini. Gemini's ruler is Mercury. So Mercury goes direct on the 18th of January. So it's sort of like, okay, now I know, right? Now I know, and I can manifest the direction of love. I can manifest love now. Something that was no longer aligned with your love or your energy of power and passion, somebody that was no longer aligned with that is getting out of the way. Getting out of the way. So in the extended, I'm going to pull cards for Sag, Aries, and Leo, and we'll see where we go with this, because I feel like now you've made some space. You've made space for love. You've made space for your own joy, happiness. Good. All right, let's see where we go. The link is below. All the links I talked about at the beginning of the video are below. I'm going to continue on with this. The extended link is below too. See you over there. All right, Earth signs, your turn. Let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn. Happy birthday to those of you having a birthday, aging up, as they say, this month. Happy birthday to you, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Let's see what's going on for you. Deep breath, deep breath. All right. My darlings, my darlings. You are perfectly imperfect. Ew. I think there's some of you who are like, no, I'm not. I'm perfect the way I am. I think that's what that means. To be enlightened, lighten up. Synchronicity is a love letter from the universe across time and space. I feel like you're stepping into a more grounded manifesting. I'm getting a more grounded kind of manifesting. I feel like some of you, that perfect, imperfect kind of thing of like, I'm perfect the way I am, embracing it from an ego perspective is detrimental, but embracing it from a, hey, I'm perfect the way I am, totally imperfect, that's awesome. If you're embracing it from kind of a humble standpoint, that I think that's really powerful. I think you get a connection from someone far away. Synchronicity is a love letter across time and space. Getting a love letter from an old beau or an old girlfriend or something like that. Some kind of connection that way. It's like you've lightened up. You've come up from being so nose down into your work or your books or something. All right, you've kind of like, hey, let's just see where things go. That's different energy than what I've been experiencing recently with some of you guys. The King of Swords underneath. I mean, this is like nose to the grindstone, right? Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Three of Swords has been showing up a lot today. Three of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Magician. Oh, I like this. Nine of Cups, Judgment. It's time to manifest from a higher perspective. It's time to step into that. Instead of this, like, everything requires hard work and effort. Let's try something new. All right, so this might be something new. Charlie wants to get up on this chair. Let's try something new. So something that isn't so tough, isn't so hard, isn't so difficult, isn't so like pushing you to nose to the grindstone, shoulder to the wheel, like something that's not quite like that. This is just lighter and more fun. And I think it also gives you a chance to help other people, the Six of Pentacles here. And you may find that lightening up and getting into this space of joy and happiness makes things easier. So your work doesn't need to be so grinding. All right. And I feel like to be inspired and to embrace your heart's desire, you go towards something that is very good for other people too. It's not just good for you. It's good for help people. Okay. I said this last week, I think. If you really want to embrace the energy of 2023, then focus on helping people rather than how can I make money. Okay, rather than that. So the King of Swords here is kind of like super duper focused on the process of making money and very clear on what I need to do and all of that. There's nothing wrong with that. However, I do feel like there's a lot more abundance that can flow when you're just much more focused on what problem are you solving for other people. And I think in the recognition of that, there's a leveling up of your energy. And so somebody from the past who may have broken your heart may be reaching out again, or there may be a chance for a new beginning here. I like this Magician, Nine of Cups, Judgment card. Like, definitely crossroads. Definitely. How am I going to... Okay. So this feels to me, this lighten up and perfectly imperfect and everything like that. I just feel like you got so... the energy was so grinding and not really light at all that you just finally had to abandon it, or you will just abandon it because it's like not sustainable. Something here is not sustainable. So the Ace of Wands, the inspiration comes in. Queen of Wands, very inspired. Another person may really be just killing it, doing great stuff, great work, and they're all joy and happiness and passion and fire. And you're like, yeah, that's what I want. So you may not even know this person, but they might inspire you, okay? What about the Ace of Cups? Excuse me. Two of Pentacles. Lots of choices here. Lots of options. There is something new to be learned. It's possibly coming from people around you, like a desire to help people. So you may be like, yeah, King of Wands and Queen of Wands. So you may be stepping into this energy of inspiration too, where you've been inspired by somebody. I kind of am getting the feeling that you don't know this person. And now putting yourself out there, you are attracting somebody else like that. And this is about helping other people. And guess what? That is bringing in the flow of abundance in all different ways. I like it. Please clarify the Judgment card for me, because this is the crossroads. Ten of Pentacles. Star. Oh my word. Queen of Cups and the Eight of Swords. I feel like you're going to look back on this and be like, seriously, I just had to change my mind. Seriously, that's all it required. I had to just be more confident. I had to not worry. It was more important that you help another person than what's in it for you. And the mindset was holding you back and bringing you lots of disappointment. It can't be the only consideration. You know, like you definitely have to be able to hold your energy, protect your energy as you're giving to others. But I feel like there's a reciprocity here that hasn't existed in the past, Earth sign. There's so much belief that if I just work harder, I'll get what I want. And something is showing you that that's not true, not anymore. The manifesting from a place of inspiration, from a place of, wow, this is really cool, fun, childlike, excited, from a place of heart, healed heart. 10 of Pentacles. It's like you're healing your relationship to abundance because you're letting go of an old mindset. Wow, that's lovely. That's really lovely. I am going to pull cards for each of you, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo in the extended. I do want to know what this new thing is. All right, so let's see where we go. All right, Earth signs, if you want to continue on with me, the link is below. I'll see you over there. All right, water sign. Got to get myself situated here. Water sign. What is going on for you, my darlings? Yeah, okay. All right. Let's see. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. In the extendeds of all of these readings, I am going to read individual cards for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Well, in this one anyway. In every single extended that's connected with this series, I am reading for the individual zodiacs, okay? All right. Also, we have a few spots left in the tarot certification cohort, the first one that's going to start at the end of the month. So if you're wanting to not only learn tarot from me, but be part of a group that is being considered for our website so you can deliver readings to people, you want to jump onto this. All right. This is 2023, baby. We are moving forward. So if you want to step into your tarot reading capabilities and you don't want to do all the marketing it takes to get people to your website, consider this opportunity. Okay. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we go. Your 111-year-old self, wise beyond your years, polish your mirror for perfect clarity. Yes. Divine Dragon. Oh my goodness. Something is coming to an end, the end of a cycle here. Okay. And you're wiser because of it. 111-year-old self, you see things clearly now. No big deals. You're not like deluding yourself or anything like that. We have come to the end of that cycle. So you can trust what you see. I feel like this is hard fought wisdom though. You know, like you've gone through a lot of pain to get to this place, and we're ending a new cycle, or ending an old cycle, beginning a new cycle with that Divine Dragon card. I like that, babies. All right, the Knight of Swords underneath. I feel like the Hermit has shown up in every reading that I've done today, and the Nine of Cups. So you're really, and this is the Dragon card in this deck. Slaying the dragon. I feel like you really have a sense of what it is that you want now, which hasn't always been the case. I think there's a clarity happening, a clear path now. Capricorn energy, the Devil, Four of Wands. Some of you are leaving behind relationships that have held you back. Okay, Emperor, Ten of Wands, Eight of Cups, Nine of Wands, Ten of Cups, beautiful energy, and the Knight of Pentacles. This feels to me like you guys may be walking away from each other, but I feel like you're both going in a good direction, okay? The person here could be an Aries, could be a fire sign, someone who has had a lot on their plate and also feeling like they need to lighten things up. Same with you. You might be moving, physically moving in a new direction. You might be moving out of on a relationship or something like that towards a new path. The person that you're moving out on, there's like this sense of freedom coming into them. And the Eight of Cups is the path indeed for them too. Like, I love that you're moving forward. Both of you are going in a good direction. It wasn't good for either one of you. Now, the Nine of Wands, if the Devil and the Emperor are clashing each other, you showing up as the Devil, they're showing up as the Emperor. So there's a lot of ego here. And the Nine of Wands is like, we're putting all that aside to do what's best for ourselves. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to move out. I'm going to step away from a relationship. Doesn't have to be with this person. It can just be, I'm getting on a new path. And so is this person. In the extended, we'll look and see if you guys are going toward each other or going away from each other. That's kind of a big thing here. So now it's like the work of what really makes me happy. I'm no longer going to just do things because they're excuse me, I'm not going to do things just because I made a commitment out of my ego. I'm no longer going to be in this situation because it's holding me back. These are all enlightened, 111-year-old self wisdom kind of engagements. And now you're really fighting the thing that matters. You're no longer fighting each other. You're like, okay, I'm going to fight the good fight about my future. I'm going to put my energy that we were fighting against each other into something that's more productive. Knight of Pentacles is very much about productivity. We've got lots of Virgo energy here. So please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. King of Swords, very clear. There's I feel like some of you who haven't chosen this in the past really needed some clarity. Okay, that's what we do here on this channel. You're perfect, polish your mirror for perfect clarity. And that shows you that you can do it. Okay, I almost feel like there was a lack of awareness if I could really do this. Maybe there's some kind of obligation or commitment I'd made. And so that it's like, there's no more to say here. I've got to stick it out or something like that. But I feel like something has changed. The Ten of Wands. Passion, inspiration. Some of you, especially this Emperor energy, the other person, could be someone who's inspiring to you. It could be in a negative way. It could be in a positive way. And they're going in the direction of their passion. So why can't you? Two of Cups. I feel like you might be, let's see, excuse me, Two of Cups, Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the outcome is the Judgment card. So I feel like some of you have been heavily judging yourself because you have an idea about what you want that isn't in alignment with where you are. Some of you really want soulmate love. Some of you really want twin flame love. Some of you are really interested in stepping into a whole new way of being. This person that you might have been hooked up with has a different path. No guilt here, right? No guilt for us following our dreams, following what we want to do. And I almost feel like there's 10 of Wands and 9 of Wands. You might have just come to the end of your tether in terms of like how much fighting or nonsense you're willing to tolerate. The good news is I feel like there's a shift because you both see that there's a better path. And so there's no argument. There was in the past, though. There's no argument of like, oh, yeah, you and I both agree that this direction is right for you and for me. So let's step into it. The Nine of Wands is saying to me that you've just come to the end of this cycle. So your awareness of this is not unusual and not groundbreaking, but to you, it might be a surprise. I think you've known this all along, deep down, but haven't been willing to admit it. Three of Wands, Page of Wands, 10 of Swords, Page of Swords. So now the conversation needs to happen, okay? There's a conversation that we need to have. There might be a signing of legal documents. We might have already been separated or moving on from this, and now it's just the finality of it. But I love that there's a 10 of Cups here, and I love that both of you are kind of on the same page, all right? You're on the same page. Really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. So in the extended, I'm going to look and see where you go. I'll get some for each of these two people, some cards for each of these two people. Then I'm also going to get cards for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So you'll have some individual guidance. Okay. So I can see clearly now. I can see the future. Let's see where it takes us. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on with this reading. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.